There's more. Jesus invites us to more. It's so good to receive God's grace. So good. And Jesus says it's more blessed to give than to receive. So how are you doing at giving grace? It's so good as one who was once far from God to be brought near and called a friend of God, a child of God, part of the family of God. And Jesus says, now go love your enemies, for in so doing you will become like your Father in heaven. There's more. It's so good to receive the blessing of Jesus' sacrifice, to be served by the King of Kings, and yet he says, I came not to be served, but to serve. And he washes his disciples' feet, and he tells his disciples, including all of us now, to love one another in the same way. There's more. You can be in the crowd. You're welcome there. But Jesus invites you to become a disciple. You can be healed. Jesus will meet you there. But Jesus invites you then to join him in the healing work. You can be freed. You can be set free. You can be liberated. But Jesus invites you to become now a freedom fighter, to search and work for the liberation of all. You can know peace. You can. And now Jesus invites you to be a peacemaker. There's more. And it requires more of us too. Because growth happens just beyond the edge of our comfort zone. Growth happens just beyond the edge of our comfort zone. Maturity requires us to refuse the path of least resistance and instead to self-sacrificially stretch from selfishness past self-centeredness, to step toward love when apathy is easier, to step toward what is right and good when what is evil seems stronger, to step toward what is noble when what is dehumanizing offers itself, to step toward what is holy when sameness beckons, to step toward what is just and brave when it may demand our very lives. That's what Jesus did. And that's what we're invited into, because that is what remakes the world. The secret of God's kingdom has been given to you, Jesus said. The secret looks like Jesus. The one to whom we are invited to apprentice ourselves, to choose to learn, to live and love as he did, trying and failing and trying again, and yet refusing to give up, like the ice skater who practices that one move until she hits it every time. Or the quarterback who practices that throw so that you can pull it off in the big game. Or to leave the sports metaphors, the person who chooses to reach out and care for the friend who may not deserve it, because we will not give up on each other that easy. Or those who choose to give their lives in opposing evil so that others might live. What is the more that Jesus is inviting you into?